coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Watch the eye.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Haskins to throw on second down. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Second down, Haskins. And that is incomplete here.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
That's good for 28 yards.
60 yards. 61. Match box. Lights. 5.
And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happen.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Gurley. Oh, and Absel. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football, and it's loose. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. Go now. 50, plant, recon, 132 fighter. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, Sam on.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and through. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Now it's Gurley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. It's
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Smith able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The point after is good, and it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run. It's Gurley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, check Michael.
They go play action with Haskins. Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught. Cooper. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down.
Ready. Hey, Wahoo. And Nova.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that, see if he can brace up, and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, QB's trash. Let's go.
Now Gurley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. He got 29 yards that time.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's...
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's their quarterback with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A run with Gurley there on first down. Going to get about 4 yards. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins. And his throw here is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. To throw on third down. Haskins. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Check, ready. Check with the plan. I got you. I got you.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep him short.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Hey, lock it. Big rip.
On the counter, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17, following the 2 negative plays. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cook. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Cowboys 49, Redskins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Redskins take over.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, they run with Gurley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
See me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease and they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Gurley. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.